Billy and the Mini Monsters. Monsters on a Sleepover. Written by Zanna Davidson. Illustrated by Melanie Williamson. Meet Billy. Billy was just an ordinary boy living an ordinary life until one night he found 5 mini monsters in his sock drawer. Gloop. Peep. Fawn Face. Captain Snot. Trumpet. Then he saved their lives, and they swore never to leave him. We give you the secret Harry Snottooth oath of devotion. When he moved house, Billy found another monster. Hello. My name's Sparkle Bogey. One thing was certain: Billy's life would never be the same again. Chapter 1. Packing to go. Billy was busy packing his bag, getting ready for a sleepover party. It was going to be his first ever sleepover. It's only next door, at Ash's house, Billy told his mini monsters, but I want to make sure I've got everything. So I've made a list. Sleepover party packing list. 1. Toothbrush. 2. Strawberry-flavored toothpaste, yum. 3. Pajamas, my racket ones. 4. Sleeping bag. 5. My pillow. 6. A torch. 7. Some secret snack supplies. 8. The mini monsters, of course. 9. The mini monsters sock sleeping bags. Who else is coming to the sleepover? Asked Trumpet. Jack, Sam and Ahmed, said Billy. It's going to be amazing. We call ourselves the Fab Five. Maybe we need a name too? How about the Super Six? Then Billy's sister, Ruby, came in. You're so lucky, she said, watching Billy pack. I wish I was going on a sleepover. We're going to watch a movie. And stay up till midnight. Mom said we could watch a film here, too, said Ruby, so I don't feel left out. And we're going to have hot chocolate and light the fire. Oh. Billy wasn't sure he liked the idea of his family being together without him. It didn't feel right. And you're really brave going on a sleepover. I think I'd be scared, Ruby went on. Being on a strange floor in a strange room in a strange house. Billy gulped. He hadn't thought about all those things. What if I get scared in the night? Or I want a glass of water? And what if I hear spooky noises? Ash won't be scared, thought Billy, as it's his house. And Jack isn't scared of anything. Sam and Ahmed are really tough, too. What if I'm the only scared one? Are you okay, Billy? Asked Gloop. You look really worried. Maybe going on a sleepover is a terrible idea, said Billy. I've never spent a whole night in someone else's house before, Billy said, in a small voice. You'll be fine, Billy, because you've got us. We're coming too, remember? I'll Super Six of us. Oh yes, said Billy, taking a deep breath. I've got my mini monsters. And it's Ash's house, where I've been lots of times before. That's when Billy realized he could feel 2 very different things at the same time. Now I'm nervous and excited, he said. It's making my tummy feel like it's got millions of butterflies inside, all bursting to get out. Just then, Billy's mom called up the stairs. Are you ready to go, Billy? Nearly, said Billy. I'm just going to finish my packing. Once Ruby had left, Billy zipped up his bag and turned to the mini monsters. Are you ready to go? He asked. We're packed and ready, said Captain Snot. Let's make this the best sleepover ever. In Billy's bedroom. Let's make sure we've got everything we need. I've packed a bottle of glitter. And some extra treats, in case we get hungry in the night. I'm bringing my nightcap and eye mask. And I'm taking my new glittery cape that Sparkle Bogey made for me. I'll bring Gerald. I hope I don't get scared in the night. What's in your suitcase, Trumpet? Cheese. What about you, Peep? I'm taking a small collection of books to read. We need to think about what we're going to do at Ash's house too. How about monster dancing? Midnight feasts. We could play tricks on everyone. I'm going to go to bed early. It's very important I get my beauty sleep. Chapter 2. Sweet and Sour. By the time Billy arrived at Ash's house, everyone else was there too. Hi, Billy. Come on in, said Ash's mom, Michelle. Billy gave his mom a quick, tight hug and stepped inside. Billy, said Ash's dad, Deli. I hope you're hungry because we've cooked a lot of food for you boys. And for me too. Yes, and for you, Naomi. Naomi and I helped Dad cook, said Ash, proudly. Let me tell you what we're having. We've got coconut fried plantain jollof rice, spicy meat stew, breadfruit, a boccia salad and okra soup. Wow, said Jack. And best of all, said Ash, we've got puff puff for pudding. What's that? Asked Billy. Delicious dumplings covered in sugar. As they took their seats, Billy popped the mini monsters under his chair. All through the meal, he kept passing them little pieces of food, so they could enjoy it too. I love plantain. So do I. Ash looked down and grinned. He knew about the mini monsters now, and still got really excited every time he saw them. And now, said Ash, when everyone had finished, it's movie time. Ash's mom put on a superhero film and his dad handed round popcorn. After the movie, they raced upstairs to Ash's bedroom. All their sleeping bags were laid out in a row on the floor. You can go here, in this cozy corner. Everyone put on their pajamas. Look! Ours are matching. What shall we do first? Asked Ash. I've got some amazing sweets, said Sam. They're sweet and sour at the same time. Who wants to try them? Me. 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 Billy put one in his mouth. Ooh. It's actually really tasty. Oh no. Now my mouth feels like it's about to explode. It's like eating a deadly lemon. Sam, I dare you to eat 3 at once, said Jack. 4, said Ash. You're on, said Sam. He put 4 in his mouth and kept chewing, even though his face went really red. I did it! Do you want to try my jelly beans? They're even more disgusting, said Jack. Not really, thought Billy, but he kept quiet. Some are yummy and others are incredibly revolting like rotten egg, said Jack. But the best part is you don't know which one you're going to get. Phew. Mine's pear. This must be smelly feet flavor. Oh yuck. This tastes like soap. When all the jelly beans had gone, Ash put on some music and they danced around the room. This is so great, thought Billy. Why was I ever worried about the sleepover? I'm having so much fun. Then, all of a sudden, Sam went green and put his hand over his mouth. Oh no, he said. I think I'm going to be sick. Meanwhile, surprise! What are those? I've borrowed some of the boys' sweets. Wow. I've got smelly feet flavor. Delicious. So cheesy. I found a snot-flavored one. Can we share? Oh. I've got caramel. How disappointing. What have you got, Peep? A taste of heaven. Don't you want one, Fong Face? No, thank you. They're bad for your teeth. Oh no! Actually, it's okay. I don't have any teeth. I feel full of energy now. Let's dance. I love dancing. Uh-oh. I think I lost an eyeball. I think I ate too many jelly beans. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Chapter 3. Lights off. Everyone watched Sam turn greener and greener. I want my mom, he cried. Uh-oh. Help. Ash called out the door. Ash's dad came running up the stairs, took one look at Sam and hurried him to the bathroom. The others waited, hoping Sam was okay. Flush. Poor Sam, said Ash. I feel terrible. It's a really bad sleepover, isn't it? No, it's not, said Billy, trying to comfort him. We can still have loads of fun. And I'm sure Sam will feel better soon. Then Ash's mum popped her head round the door. We're going to keep an eye on Sam downstairs for a bit, she said, to make sure he's okay. Time to brush your teeth and go to sleep. And no more sweets. After Ash's mum had gone, Ahmed flicked on his torch. So, who wants to hear a scary story? Me. I love scary stories. Make it your scariest story ever, said Jack. Oh no, thought Billy. He hated scary stories. But he didn't want to say anything out loud. Ahmed started telling his tale. It was Halloween. The time for ghosts and goblins. Billy burrowed into his sleeping bag, trying not to hear. But he kept catching part of the story words like witches, vampires, werewolves. And his imagination was starting to make up its own story, which was probably even scarier than Ahmed's. Then, all of a sudden, Ahmed put his torch under his face and let out a blood-curdling scream. Arg! Jack leaped out of his sleeping bag. I don't like this, he cried. I want to go home. Then he ran out of the room. Oh no, said Ash. It's even worse than a bad sleepover. It's a really terrible sleepover. We started off with 5 of us, and now there are only 3 left. Meanwhile, let's tell a spooky story too. Oh good. I love spooky stories. Me too. I've got one. Go on then, Gloop. Once upon a time there was a friendly potato who met a carrot. The end. That's not a spooky story, Gloop. It's not even a story. I'll tell one. In a dark, dark forest, there was a dark, dark house. And in the dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark room. And in the dark, dark room, there was a dark, dark cupboard. And in the dark, dark cupboard, there was a dark, dark box. And in the dark, dark box there was a... Stop. Sorry, Fong Face. Was it too scary? Yes. Much too scary. Chapter 4. Caterpillars. After Jack left, Ahmed, Billy and Ash all looked at each other. I'm really sorry for scaring Jack, said Ahmed. I thought he was enjoying it. Don't worry, said Ash. I'll go and check on him. When Ash came back, he looked even more upset than before. My mom's looking after Jack. Sam still feels a bit sick. Dad says we really do have to go to bed now. Ash was looking so sad, Billy wanted to find a way to cheer him up. Let's play at being caterpillars in our sleeping bags, said Billy. Ruby and I play and it's really fun. So they got into their sleeping bags and rolled around on top of each other, laughing a lot. Then Billy decided it would be really fun to do a caterpillar dive. But he knocked the bedside table. Ash's light started wibbling and wobbling. Then it toppled over and landed smash on Ahmed's foot, and a little bit of the lamp broke off and rolled across the carpet. Ahmed screamed very loudly. "Oh, www." Then the door opened. "What's happened now?" asked Ash's dad. Billy explained about being caterpillars and the light smashing, and Ahmed's injured foot. Ash's dad let out a large sigh. "Don't worry," he said. "Accidents happen. Come with me, Ahmed, and I'll look at your foot." Ahmed hopped away. Then Ash's mum came in and took away the broken light. After that, it was just Billy and Ash. "I'm really sorry," said Billy. "I didn't mean to break the light." "I know. It's okay." But it wasn't okay. Billy knew how much Ash loved that night light, and Ahmed was injured, and the sleepover was a disaster. How could he make things better? Meanwhile, we have to come up with a plan to help Billy sleep over. What can we do? I could give Ash one of my eyeballs. I've only got 3 left, but I'll do it to make him happy. I could offer my tasty treats for everyone to eat. I think my farts smell really nice now, after eating all those jelly beans. Maybe I could do sweet-smelling farts all around the room? I'm not sure that would work, trumpet. I could give the boys my books to read, but they might be a bit small. Fongface, what do you think? They could try eating their socks? That always makes me feel better. I know. Let's try talking to Ash and Billy. Chapter 5. Story time. The mini monsters came out from their cozy corner and looked up at Ash and Billy. We want to make things better. Only we're not sure how. What we want to say, said Captain Snot, is that we know how you feel. You do? Yes. Sleepovers can be so tricky. Fongface clutched his teddy. I've been feeling really scared. Just like Jack. And I've been feeling sick, said Sparkle Bogey, just like Sam. And Ahmed and I have both been injured, added Gloop. Oh no! What happened, Gloop? One of my eyeballs fell out. You're right, said Ash. Sleepovers are tricky. Maybe it was all a really bad idea. It wasn't a bad idea, said Captain Snot. You got all your friends together, and that's a great thing. And I had a thought. I'll be your night light tonight. Because I can glow in the dark. Thank you, said Ash. That makes me feel much better. Mini monsters are the best. Oh, he added. Footsteps. You'd better hide. The door was flung open and in came Jack, Sam, and Ahmed. Hooray, said Ash. You're back. I don't feel sick anymore. And I'm not so scared. My foot is okay, too. I've got a big plaster. They climbed into their sleeping bags and everyone lay there, in the darkness. Billy could tell no one was asleep. Shall I tell a story? I'm not sure that's a good idea, said Jack. This one isn't scary, I promise, said Billy. It's a great story. Once, there was a boy who found 6 tiny monsters in his sock drawer. Billy told the story of his mini monsters, weaving together all their adventures. He heard the others laugh and gasp and say, Tell us more. Wow, said Jack, when Billy came to the end. That was the best story ever. Thanks, Billy. And you know what, said Ash, and Billy could tell he was grinning. I know a story that's going to be just as good when we tell everyone at school about our sleepover. It's been the most action-packed sleepover ever, said Ahmed. Hooray for the Fab Five. We made it! Good night, Fab Five. And Billy realized he felt really happy even though he wasn't in his bed in his own house because he was surrounded by all his friends. Later that night. What shall we do now? We were going to play tricks on everyone, but let's make a surprise instead. That's a great idea. I've got a plan. I'll stay behind. I need to be here for Ash. I'm his night light now. Okay. We'll go to the kitchen. Can someone help me with the flour? I've got an egg. Oops. What's next? Oh yes. We'll need a bowl. I'll just add a tiny bit of cheese. Shall I add glitter and bogies? No. I'll stir. We're going to have to work all night. But it'll be worth it. Chapter 6. Breakfast Surprise. Wow. Pancakes. And waffles. The next morning, everyone came downstairs to find the most amazing breakfast on the table. Even the napkins are in really cool shapes, said Ahmed. Thanks, Mom and Dad. It wasn't us. It must have been Naomi. It wasn't me either, said Naomi, shaking her head. Maybe it was the fairies. Well, whoever did it, thank you. It looks delicious, said Ash's mom. Soon after breakfast, Billy's dad came to pick him up. How was it? We ate yummy food, said Jack. And we danced, added Ahmed. Then we were caterpillars, said Ash. And even though things went a bit wrong, said Billy, it didn't matter, because we came through it together. I'll take a group photo. Smile, everyone, said Ash's dad, holding up his camera. When Billy got home, he ran straight up to his bedroom. Then he stuck the photo of the Fab Five on his bedroom wall. Thank you for the breakfast surprise, he said to the mini monsters. And look at all my friends, he added, gazing at the photo. Just like us, said the mini monsters. And they put their arms around each other too. Mini monsters forever. Hooray for the Fab Five and the Super Six, said Billy. I can't wait for our next sleepover. All about the mini monsters. Captain Snot. Likes eating bogies. Special skill, can glow in the dark. Scare factor, 5/10. Gloop. Likes eating cake. Special skill, very stray etchy. Gloop can also swallow his own eyeballs and make them reappear on any part of his body. Scare factor, 4/10. Fawn face. Likes eating socks, school ties, paper, or anything that comes his way. Special skill, has massive fangs. Scare factor, 9/10. Trumpet. Likes eating cheese. Special skill. Amazingly powerful cheese-powered parps. Scare factor, 7/10. Taking into account his parps. Peep. Likes eating very small flies. Special skill, can fly, but not very far, or very well. Scare factor, 0/10. Unless you're afraid of small hairy things. Sparkle bogey. Likes eating glitter and bogies. Special skill, can shoot out clouds of glitter. Scare factor, 5/10. If you're scared of pink sparkly glitter,